today, they say, you know, if they went to war with America, man, they would win.
Yeah, said that.
That they can win.
Yeah.
So they're not afraid of you, man.
Yeah.
No one's afraid of you. That fear that you got on these other nations, man, ain't working with Iran, ain't working with Russia, ain't working with China.
The beginning of the end.
That's right.
When you lose fear, it's just like anything, man. When you got a local gangster, when all the other gangsters underneath him lose fear for him, his days are numbered, man.
That's right.
Because anyone can get taken out, man.
Yep.
Anyone who just takes a missile, man. A missile don't care who gets eaten, man. You ain't missile proof, man.
There ain't no Supermans on the planet, man.
That's right. So, like any local gangster, when the people who would normally be in fair with him, and what did they show you that in? They showed you that, you know who you saw, you remember that movie, The Book of Eli?
Yep.
And you had that man, everyone was scared of him. And the guy said to him, the woman, the Jake woman, right, said to him, now all them guys who were fearful to even speak a name are out there in the hallway getting ready to come in here and basically put him to death. I'm paraphrasing what she said. But that's basically the situation in America is. America is sick, they got gangrene. And they still think they got the power to command. But all them nations that were scared to even mention the name of America, now they're in the hallway fighting over who's gonna go in there and take your ass out, man.
Yep.
Can I get a scripture up? Since you mentioned 2 Ezra 15 and 30. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Yep, that's right, man. And that Assyrian, we saw about America, man.
The Carmanians and the Iranians.
That's right.
Persians.
That's right, man. Because they got technology as well, man. You know, they're not. This ain't gonna be like Afghanistan. This ain't gonna be like Iraq. This ain't gonna be like one of them wars, man. There ain't gonna be one-sided fighting.
Panama.
Yeah.
Now when you went into Panama and just killed a bunch of farmers, man.
This ain't gonna be no one-sided fight, man. They ain't gonna be like that, man. You're gonna receive.
But hold on.
Mass casualties.
Turkey is NATO, right? Did not their reconnaissance plane get taken down, two of them?
Yep. And now they say Russia was the one that took it down.
Are they?
So I saw Russia in the headline, and I was like,
oh what?
Yeah. So was this a conspiracy against NATO?
Or what?
You know?
Your drone, your surveillance. Iran took down your surveillance drone.
Yeah. Now they send that technology to the, other up and coming powers. The South Americas, China. Russia got, they're doing deals. You know what I mean? So, everything is working against you, man. America ain't doing nothing right, man. Let's put it this way. Economically, you're fucked. Physically, your infrastructure's fucked. Okay, the people in it are fucked. They all got disinfo. Don't know nothing. They're stupid as fucking hell, man. Half you can't read or write. You're gone.
That's right.
America's gone, man. The Golden City's gone. Bro, you
finished?
Okay, yeah, go.
Is it back in 14 and 9? It says, "It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee."
Yep. I say that pride, man, it's gonna be taken away from you, man. America's not that mighty nation no more. Yeah, it might have the biggest spending budget on the military anywhere, more than the whole
all
world.
the rest put together.
That's right, they might have that, but that's not gonna count for anything, man. But your fucking soldiers incompetent.
Yeah, you're incompetent, and your military spending is incompetent too, because it came out, they've been siphoning off a lot of that military spending, man. They cut a lot of corners, and like I said, the US Patriot missile system doesn't work, man. The guys from Gulf War would tell you that. They said that shit did not work, man. A lot of men were dying because their anti-missile system just doesn't work, man. But that information don't come out mainstream, because then questions are gonna get asked as to, did not they test it? Because you have to, before you conclude any military contract, you have to show that the thing actually works.
Yeah. It's like you watch Iron Man, man. When we went to the desert right at the beginning of the movie, you had to show that the Jericho worked. And it worked. But, what one does and what another does is two different things, man. But like I said, man, your military's incompetent, You ain't got no experience per se, because you ain't been in no real battles. The most of the military they got today ain't been no real fights. They've been sitting behind a couple of tanks and busting bullets. Most of them died by IEDs, man.
Suicide, actually.
Yeah, man. None of you actually been in conflict and really got clapped down, really been put down, man. That ain't been happening.
Gun to gun.
That's right.
Man to man. Gun to gun, man to man. Not calling in airstrikes and basically being overwhelmingly more powerful than your enemy. Because see, when you go into that war, I'm gonna give it back to you. Like, when you go into that war, you're gonna find out what real war is, man. Because it ain't gonna be like when you jumped into the World War when Britain and that already had it handled, and you add your little 2 pence. This time you're gonna be going up against them Iranians and them Arabs down there and the Chinese, and they're not gonna be playing no games with you. Because they're
not gonna underestimate you.
Yeah, but not only that, you're not gonna dominate the air, man. You're not gonna dominate the air because them S-300 missile systems will take your planes out of the air. And then them Russians have got their MiGs, the Chinese have got their Air Force too.
And they service their
Indians have got their Air Force too. They got their Navy, they got their things that are gonna be formidable to you. So then it's gonna come down to boots on the ground, right?
Yep.
Then it's gonna be the M16 versus the AK. Your tanks versus their tanks. Then it's gonna be real. That's when the casualties are gonna come piling up. Because you Americans ain't got heart, man. You're soft. You ain't really got no heart, man.
But just like I was saying, man, the enemies of America are not going to underestimate America, man. It's not like America, you know, they think, oh, right, we'll send, 50,000 troops there.
But it's an all-out war, so we all know what time it is.
When China get into war, man, they're going to send their army.
And they all want a piece of you. Them Russian troops, they want a piece of America's ass.
They're going to send all their forces, man.
Everyone wants a piece of you, but I don't think you American men have that will. You got that, they got that willpower when they're at home eating KFC chicken, watching it happen on the news. But have they really got that will to actually go and fight that war against the Russians?
That hard fight.
I don't think they got that kind of will, man. They're not gonna fight hard, man. And ultimately, there's gonna be dead bodies on both sides, man.
Yeah.
Bodies on the left, bodies on the right, man. And blood up to the horse's saddle, man.
I mean, that's the thing as well, man. The Most High is gonna put that spirit of fear in you, man. You're not even gonna perform, man. You're gonna get fucked up. I mean, yeah, you're gonna take out some people, man. I'm not saying that. But hopefully, man, the US military is gonna get fucked over, man. It's gonna get fucked over. You see in some of those movies, man, America's losing fights and they still got soldiers on the battlefield, but they'll send nukes in there, even with the old men in there, man. And just fuck up the whole place. You're gonna get real desperate, man. There's gonna be. I'm gonna say this, man. It's not gonna be like a war that's ever been fought on this earth, man. And the scriptures tell you that, man.
I've got a scripture, Revelations 19 and 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. Yep. Yeah, that's the point there, man.
Yeah, man. The meat grinder, man. It's gonna be really mucky in there, man.
I've got another scripture here real quick. Second Esdras 16 and 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
That's right, man.
That's plain.
Would you get me Jeremiah 51 verse 7 to 13?
Okay. Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
That's right, man. That wine's talking about the philosophy that America has spread around the whole world, man. All their democracy, all their well, yeah, democracy really, all their religions.
Women voting, women's rights,
Yep.
gay rights,
all that fucking madness, man.
Hollywood, right?
Hollywood, yeah.
Their economic system.
Yep.
Let's not forget that the whole world is now turned into America because the Federal Reserve. The economic system is based upon what? The Federal Reserve model, man.
Yep.
For fractional reserve banking, man.
That's right. America has influence in everything, every nation in the world, man. Don't be little small-minded, man. You know, America have hands in everything, man, and they control the policies that these so-called presidents of these nations do and say.
Yep.
Because a lot of these people can't be outspoken, man.
Yeah, CIA will take them out.
That's right.
Or they'll come in and do a military, it's either a covert military coup, or they'll actually, like Panama, come in and do the job, man. And then the first thing you're gonna get is what? Central bank.
I mean, just like
Libya.
Just like the brother was saying, man, you know, they don't want to speak up against America, man. But then it's coming to pass now where people are speaking against America, man. They're saying fuck America, man.
Yeah, the IMF, where's the IMF? The IMF is in America, man.
Yep.
That's all part of the wine, because the economic policy is a philosophy, man.
Yep.
And the whole world's in pain because of that shit. Look at Japan. Japan's fucked up. Here it is. They for the longest while they've been kind of like the engine room of the planet, man. Creating all that production. Yet Japan's all fucked up economically. Why? Because they've adopted the system which is set up by the so-called white
To benefit the white man. And it always has benefited the white man. You know, you might think you're getting a good deal, man, but ultimately it all goes back to America, man. You know, that's why these nations are pissed off, man, because America benefits from everything. You know? Not so much now because their economy's fucked now.
Yeah, because now the elite used America like a whore, and now they're finishing with it.
That's right, they're finishing with that. That's why they're hitting this economic drought, man. No jobs. You know? No, they're not producing nothing no more, man. All their production is very low, man. So the nation can't sustain itself. That's why China thinks it's going to get a peace now.
Deficit, man.
But, you know.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
That's right, man. America's not going to be healed, man. This whole system isn't going to be healed, man. Okay? There's many people that would love it to go on because a lot of people prosper from the system.
One word for that, really, the dollar.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are invested in the dollar.
Yep.
And they try to save the dollar. But then the Federal Reserve Bank policies is actually destroying the dollar.
Yeah.
So now the other nations, basically like Russia, are cutting their losses, man. They're stopping investing in the dollar and they're pulling out of the dollar slowly.
Yeah, and they're trading in between themselves now.
Right.
You know, them and China, you know.
Because Egypt are perverse, man, and they're erring in every work. The Federal Reserve Bank and their what's it called, QE1, QE2, QE3, and all that shit, basically destroy the dollar, man. They destroy the dollar themselves.
Yeah.
Which is why you American people should be rioting, man. But American sheeple, man, you know, what do they know, innit?
No, it's the Occupy Wall Street bullshit, man. You know, I don't know what they expect to achieve by standing there trying slogans, man.
Living in shit.
Yeah. I don't know where you're gonna go with that personally.
Yeah, that's
Smoking weed.
Instead of putting them in concentration camps, you know. But you know, that's on you, man.
So verse 9, we would have healed Babylon. Like the brother was going into.
Yeah.
The dollar. They would have healed the dollar.
I mean,
Because the Arabs are heavily invested in the dollar, China's heavily held, Russia's, everyone's heavily invested in the dollar. Everyone's got dollars. The dollar is the world reserve currency. So everyone's holding dollars. So it's not in their best interest to destroy the dollar. Because if a lot of your wealth is caught up in the dollar, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're saying now we would have healed it, but
can't be done.
it can't be healed.
You know, people like Alex Jones wanted to save America and all that shit. You know, that's stupidity, man.
Yeah, by running some Obama poster content. Look, man,
That's stupidity, man.
that's not gonna do nothing, man. Alex Jones is just, look, man, You